Hi everyone, my name is Melissa and I'm the owner of Melissa Forziat Events and Marketing. Today I'm going to share with you a marketing tip of the week called What is SEO? A simple explanation. So before I get into the content, I wanted to give you a little insight why I chose to share this topic this week. I think that SEO is one of those terms of online marketing that can be a little confusing and can get really jargony really quickly. And as a starting point, it's important that we just have a basic understanding of what it is and how it works for our businesses in the long term. So this is kind of a lengthy one, but there's a lot to understand about this topic, and I think this is a good starting point if you're confused. If you want to read this tip in greater depth, I've got a link in the description that'll take you back to the blog on my website so you can think about it more. But I'm also going to read it here, so stay tuned. What is SEO? A simple explanation. If you've done any amount of online marketing, you've probably heard about SEO. Does it sound like complicated jargon? If so, this marketing tip of the week is for you. Today, I wanted to give you a simple explanation of SEO that can help you understand how it relates to your marketing and what you can do to play into it. First, it helps to know that SEO is an acronym. It stands for Search Engine Optimization. Imagine you're trying to find something online. Maybe you need a mechanic, but you don't have any idea who to go to. You open up Google, Bing, or some other search engine. You type something in, probably a short phrase that gets to the root of what you're hoping to get more information about. Magically, you get the results of your search. It could be just a few pages, or it could be 1,000. How many pages of results do you look through before you feel like you have enough information to make a decision? I personally might pour through dozens of pages if it's a really important topic and I want to comparison shop for answers. More often, people only sift through a page or two of results before they're satisfied enough to abandon their efforts. If you have a business and you want new people to find out about it online, you want your website to come up on those first pages. If the very first record that comes up on the first page is number 1 in the ranking, you want a page of your website to rank as close as possible to that first spot for any keywords you think might be relevant for your business. If you understand this, you understand the point of SEO. You want your website to rank well in search results so new leads can learn about your business. Now, there are different approaches you can take to get there. The first thing to know is that the back-end coding of your website should be designed to speak to search engines. So if you're trying to design your own website, you may want to consult with a professional web developer on getting yourself set up properly for SEO. It will have a big impact for you down the road, especially if you have product pages or blogs on your site. The factors that go into search engines recognizing your website are many, if maybe a little murky. But there are certain things that hold true. First, search engines look for sites with fresh content. If a site hasn't been updated in 10 years, why would anyone think it's relevant? This is a great advantage of having blogs on your website because it shows you're continually adding new material. Second, search engines look for what keyword phrases are relevant for your pages. What should your page rank for? Rather than expecting Google or Bing to just know what you wrote, you can specify the keyword phrase that your page is about. You would do this in the back end of the site, often with an SEO plugin of some sort that makes it easy for you to label photos, create keywords and descriptions. And by doing this, you tell search engines exactly what your fresh content is about and what you want it to rank for. Third, search engines look to see how much traffic visits that page. If you've specified a keyword phrase and suddenly a lot of people start visiting your page, a search engine can only assume that you had something valid and worthwhile to say for that topic. Your page will rank better as a result. And then fourth, search engines look for links. Now, this is a complicated, jargon-filled topic. Not all links are created equal in the eyes of a search engine. However, to keep it basic, if other legitimate sites are linking to your page, it makes your page more credible. If you link to other people's pages, you're being an overall good community partner and doing a favor to those you link. It's smart to be wise about the setup of all pages on your website and to promote the right pages to the right audiences. One thing that may help you along is to identify cornerstone blog content, key products, or key landing pages you want to attract your audience to. If you pick the key pages and promote those specific ones really heavily, you have an opportunity to rank well for those pages, attract more people, and then convert them to the next page or offer you want them to see. This heavy promotion I talk about can include paying for ads. SEO does not have to mean paid advertising. Your search ranking can improve organically without paying for ads too. It takes a lot of time and a lot of hustle to get there organically by sharing the link to your cornerstone content or key pages as widely as you can. If you do a good job of getting a lot of people to that one page, and the page is designed well enough that people want to continue on and visit more of your site, you will find that the ranking of many pages of your site improves. This is why you always want to design it so you know where you're sending people from each page of your site. If you're paying a ton of money for advertising online on search engines, it's worth taking a look at that plan and making sure it's aligned with those principles. I know a lot of people who are wasting money on paid advertising for web pages that are dead ends, for websites that are already ranking well organically, or for businesses that should be shifting towards customer retention and referral building. If you're not sure if that's you, look into it or contact me. It's worth it. SEO may seem like a complicated topic, but it's important to understand the basics of it if you're doing online marketing. A well-designed online marketing plan pays dividends for you. If you get yourself set up correctly, you create the opportunity for a lot of happy moments where people find out about you, read your content, prospect themselves, and start the sales process all on their own. But this only happens if you're smart in designing your content, structuring your site, and promoting key pages to bring the leads in. There's a whole world of complex lingo to explore on this topic, but this simple explanation of SEO is a practical way to get started. You may just need to make some minor adjustments in your online marketing to make a massive difference in your lead generation and customer pipeline. I hope that this blog and this video gives you a good starting point to understand SEO in a way that will make it more practical for your business. I'd love to hear your comments and your questions. And if you did want to take more time and read this in full, there is that link in the description to go back to my website to read the full blog. Good luck and happy marketing.